Alright, so got this one read, literally finished reading this one on Christmas Eve. But this is a small novel from post-war Japan. And when I say post-war, I mean literally in the months after the end of the war is really when this one was written. And very quickly after the war, Japan had to start changing very quickly, and this book deals with a lot of the conflict, the cultural and value conflict that came with that. But I found this at Barnes Noble. It was the edition that you see here in the picture is what was saying on the bookshelf. On the bookshelf, and look, I'm drawn in by a good cover. I may not judge a book by its cover, but I certainly will judge whether or not to even take a look at it by whether or not it has a good cover. And this one I just thought was a great little cover. And I was reading the back of the book, and I remarked aloud to no one in particular that, oh, I thought this sounded fascinating. And about that moment, one of the off-duty baristas walked by and said, oh, it is one of my favorite books, and definitely sold me on giving this book a chance, even though I haven't really read much Japanese literature at all. And I'm really glad that he recommended this, because this was really fantastic. It's very beautiful, and especially this particular edition has a great translation. There is heartbreak, there is hints of hope. One of my favorite lines in the book is that humanity is made for love and revolution, and I think that sentence might be the kind of crux of the novel. So it's interesting whether or not you think the characters really live up to that idea. Really, and there's a lot the book gives you to think about. It's not necessarily a depressing book, but it's also not a happy ending. And it just, so much is just going on that there's so much to think about. And again, I'm still really processing the book myself, which is another good sign, I think, that I'm still thinking about it. So I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars. And I don't think you really need to have much awareness of Japan's history or literature to enjoy this book. I think it really stands as a great piece of world literature. And if I had time to teach it in class, I probably would try. So, everybody, get out there and read this one too. So, another great read here for the holiday.